Nice. Today we're doing some weighted pull-ups. You at 25 pounds, me at 35 pounds after a 2-hour session of climbing. Pretty tiring, pretty exhausted. Haven't eaten today. It's about 9:30.
All right, let's get to it then.
Let's start the timing, like a 4-minute rest. Push-ups. So we just got back from the gym. What you saw in the video clips are Jason and I doing around 4 to 5 reps of weighted pull-ups with what's it called when it's tacked on push-ups?
Supersetting. So pretty much what we've been doing is supersetting some like one-arm pull-up stuff with push-ups, just to get a little bit more than just a one-arm pull-up.
Our goals are to hit a V10 eventually.
I don't think we've had a date put on that yet, but
we don't, but eventually I feel like that would be a great milestone. I guess we could give what our grades are.
We've been climbing for about maybe a year now, a little bit more than a year together.
Yeah, on and off.
We took a 6-month break and we started a year ago, so we were like 6 months on, 6 months off. We'll try to keep it consistent and not do another 6 months on, 6 months off.
Yeah, we want to make sure that we stick with it, simply because by the end of the first 6 months, we were doing pretty consistent V8s, V7s, and then when we came back, we were kind of staggered back to like V4s, V5s, and now we're making our way back to V7s and V8s. Right now, the main goal is to do the one-arm pull-up. Really, this was Jason's idea.
Yeah, I think that having the sort of goal of being able to do a one-arm pull-up will help lead us towards that goal of sending a V10. Only because as we keep consistent with this training regimen, I mean, we're probably doing other things other than just the superset stuff, but with consistency comes results, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Our expectation is that we can get this one-arm pull-up in maybe like anywhere from 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, that's the goal right now.
But this is meant to be more of a progression vlog where we show you week by week how our training is going. And I think since we started like pretty much New Year, New Year's Day.
New Year's resolution.
Yeah, we just got back into climbing and we're back at it. We've gotten pretty much back to where we were when we left off, so.
Yeah, that was actually pretty pleasant to see. The fact that it only took us about a month to regain what we've lost, which was actually very satisfying for me personally. The fact that we're back to square one with only a month's time in, and now we're actually taking this training pretty seriously, whereas beforehand we would just climb and try new routes if there were any like V7s, V8s, things like that.
If we get more consistent with V8s, I'm sure V9 will roll around.
And what you're going to be seeing throughout these videos, like Jason said, either bi-weekly, bi-monthly, whatever we can turn out, is us going to different gyms and how we progress with our training in certain gyms. Like I know there's a Riverside gym that has its own weight sets, so that might be a beneficial one to go to one day where we can really do weight training to really strengthen our back, to get that initial one-arm pull-up movement. Because you told me about that, right? You need that initial
the initial acceleration is key, and you need good form in a 2-arm pull-up. So what we're trying to do is get to this pretty much like 60 to 70% of our body weight with a normal pull-up before we attempt to actually start doing 1-arm pull-ups, and we're roughly around 33%. So I weigh, as of today, roughly around 138. Once we get to 60-70%, hopefully within the next 3 to 6 months, you'll see us climb with those pull-ups.
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed in particular my lock-offs have been better. So doing this weighted pull-ups is very beneficial if you want to get better at static movements, because I was in the beginning when we first started climbing in January, I was very dependent on dynamic movements because that's what I'm pretty special at, whereas Jason's really special at static movements.
Really good with the crimps and one-finger catches. And all my fingers are so strong, but
yeah. Hopefully you get to see some clips of Jason doing those one-finger catches, because he's done like a couple of those actually on today's session, but we just weren't filming at the time.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoy the journey that you're about to embark on.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Really, just share the video if you liked it, and if you want any kind of tips on what we're doing in particular, diet plans, which currently there are none, but we'll develop some in the future to, in a sense, speed up our progression through this journey.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe.
See ya. That was good. We gotta use that.